Tourism Pathshala, it will transform your dream into reality.
Discuss art and architecture, important topic of art and architecture on attraction of India and on architecture and cultural aspect of Indian tourism. This topic is based on the 13th to 15th century Muslim period from Delhi Sultanate to Indo-Persian, Indo-Pathan architecture style. So medieval India, if you see the medieval India can be divided into three parts. Number one, Muhammad al-Ghazali from 1000 AD. Next, Muhammad Ghori from 1175 AD. And Qutbuddin Aybak 1206 AD. 1206 AD. In this period can be divided. Under this period, you can observe that so many important art and architecture has been built. Qutub Minar in Delhi, built up in 1193 AD by Qutbuddin Aybak. It total 238 feet. My dear student, you have to keep in mind not only the time period, not only the who builder, parallelly you have to keep the detailed information. As example, total feet of Qutub Minar, 238 feet. Like this information you have to keep. UGC also provide this kinds of question. India Sultanate of Delhi has from 1206 to 1526 in this time period has been divided into 5 ruling dynasties. Number 1, the slave or ivory dynasty 1206 to 1290. Number 2, the Khalji dynasty 1290 to 1320. The Tughlaq dynasty 1320 to 1430. Next, Sahid dynasty 1414 to 1451. And finally, the Lodhi dynasty from 1450 to 1526. So, important ruler, you have to keep in the mind, important ruler, dynasty, ruler and architecture. Suppose the Ivory dynasty, slave dynasty, important ruler is the Qutbuddin Aybak, and important architecture, Qutub Minar, had built up in 1193 in Delhi, the Tower of Victory, the famous as a Tower of Victory, and it is 72.5 meters, or can be right in height, 238 feet. The eighth important ruler of the slave dynasty, the Ivory dynasty, is Iltutmish, 1210 to 1236, the famous architecture, Tomb of Iltutmish. Next, the Khalji dynasty, 1290 to 1320. Important ruler is the Alauddin Khilji. The important architecture is Dargah of Nizamuddin Ali. Is the earliest example in India of mosque built with Muslim ideas. This is the important information. Next dynasty is the Tughlaq dynasty. It has built 1320 to 1413. The Turkish dynasty. Important ruler is the Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. The architecture is the city of Tughlaq in Delhi, marble and small stone. It was marble and sandstone. So built up by marble and sandstone. That is the city of Tughlaq situated in Delhi. Another famous dynasty, ruler in the Tughlaq dynasty, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. His fame in this time, the famous traveler visited India. He was the Ibn Battuta. During 1334, the famous book is the Safarnama. You have to keep in your mind these kinds of question can provide. Next, the Sahid dynasty, and finally the Lodhi dynasty. Lodhi dynasty basically Afghan ruler. Okay, the important ruler in this Lodhi dynasty is the Sikandar Lodhi, 1489 to 1517. Important founded the city of Agra. City of Agra, 1504 is the time to the Lodhi dynasty, made in its capital, and mosque, the Motika Masjid, built by Sikandar Lodhi. Sikandar Lodhi is famous for the build of Motika Masjid. Apart from there is a provisional kingdom. There are so many provisional kingdoms over there, provisional architecture. Now, to come to the Mughal architecture, the important Mughal architecture, the Islamic influence and Mughal era, you have to keep in your mind 1526 AD to 1857 AD. The Mughal tomb is based on basically sandstone and Persian made by Persian influence. Red Fort at Agra, 1564 to 74. Red Fort at Agra has built up 1565 to 74. Fatehpur Sikri was built up 1569 to. Good morning, my dear student. Before going to discussion the class, there is important information. We have already started UGC NEET and JRF coaching for tourism administration and management and paper 1 also. We will provide online classes. Number 1, number 2, syllabus wise coverage. Number 2, number 3, previous year short question and analysis and explanation each and every question. I will provide also PDF note. There is a doubt clearing session and you also get the flexible class schedule. Student who have interest, you can join through this WhatsApp number 9123711814. Thank you. For the famous wife of Shahjahan died over there. Next, Imambar. Imambar, what is Imambar? It is a large hall for observing Maharam and for studying Tajiyas. Next important topic, the Taj Mahal is a very important area. The Taj Mahal was built after the acquiring the Havelis of Raja Man Singh and his brother Madhu Singh. My dear student, you have the very important information you try to keep in your mind. Next important thing, arrange the monument in the chronological order. First, Jama Masjid in Delhi. Second, Fort of Tughlaqabad. Third, Qutub Minar. Fourth, Buland Darwaj. And Humayun Tomb by Aga Khan Trust for Culture is a very important topic. Humayun Tombs by Aga Khan Trust for Culture. Next, architectural concept of double dome. Double dome concept was introduced India by Turks, means Turkeys. Next important topic, Imtiaz Mahal is a very important area. The pavilion in Shahjahan's Delhi Palace, known as the Hall of Distinction, today is popularly called Ram Mohan. Next important thing, the Dastak. What is Dastak? A document issued by Mughal government to the foreign traveler for their free movement. It is called Dastak. Next important thing, the mausoleum of Emperor Akbar in the Sikandar. Taj Mahal, important information related to the Taj Mahal. It was built in 1632 to 1653. The famous architecture was the Ahmad Levi. The height of the Taj Mahal is 73 meters or 240 feet, and it is recognized in 1983 UNESCO Cultural Heritage Site. Very important information. In chronological order, the art and architecture, Agra Fort, Charminar, St. George Fort, and Golden Temple. Next important area, the Cave Temple. Cave art and architecture. The important cave architecture is the Ajanta Cave. Ajanta Cave was built up the Satyabhama dynasty. It is situated in Aurangabad in Maharashtra. The time to the 2nd century BC. It is based on Buddhist religious art, the Jatok Tel. And in 1983, it was recognized UNESCO World Heritage Site. It has 30 rock-cut Buddhist cave monument and mural painting is a famous, you can observe here. Next, Ellora Cave. Ellora, also situated in Maharashtra, the impressive complex Buddhist Ellora Cave. Ellora Cave was built up in 16 to 6 to 10 century BC. There were 32 caves you can observe, and 12 Buddhist caves, 17 Hindu caves, and 5 Jain caves. And Kailasnath temple and Rashtrakuta cave. Kailasnath temple, over there you can see the Kailasnath temple, and is the time of Rashtrakuta king. In that time period, the Kailasnath temple was built up. It's the Ellora Cave. The Ajanta Cave, the cave temple in India is very famous, important. The Ajanta Cave and Ellora Cave, you have to keep in your mind related information about Ajanta and Ellora Cave. Next important fort of India, the Red Fort. It is a built in 1639. Famous architect Ustad Ahmed Lori. Important architecture style, Indo-Islamic and Mughal architecture. The height of the Red Fort, 18.33 meter. Next important fort, the Gwalior Fort, built in 15th to 17th century, and is a main materials. It's a sandstone and lime mortar, built by Mansingh Tomar. This is a very important information. Gwalior Fort built by Mansingh Tomar. Next, Golconda Fort. It is a round hill and fortified citadel. And Qutub Shahi dynasty. It was built in Qutub Shahi dynasty, 15th-12th century to 1687, and located in Hyderabad, now in Telangana. Next, Agra Fort. Use of famous fort Agra in UP, and made by Akbar in the time period of Akbar, and used of red sandstone. And it is the architecture style based on Hindu and Islamic element of architecture. So these are the important information related art and architecture. So my dear student, you try to remember this topic, the Islamic art and architecture, Mughal art and architecture. These are the very important area of our UGC NATE block 3, UGC NATE unit 3. So this kinds of topic is very important for our upcoming exam. You not only information, take the information regarding this, parallelly try to remember the detailed information related to this art and architecture. In the next class, I will discuss another important topic of Unit 3, art and architecture, important classical dance, cultural topic. So keep touch with this channel.